Hello, welcome. This will be a channeled message, a tarot reading for you to connect with yourself and your intuition. And so I'm just going to dive right in and see if there are any messages that need to come out for someone or a collective, something helpful for someone to hear right now. Okay, I've got a few cards. First one that came out was the Three of Wands, and then we have, hold on, the Seven of Wands, and the Four of Cups. So, in the Three of Wands, you can see there's this woman, she's in a garden-like setting, surrounded by flowers and plants. There is a strong creative energy or a creative force with this card. And I'm getting that there's something in your life, or you are blossoming at this time, but something in your life is blossoming or is about to blossom. It feels like you've poured a lot of heart and soul into something. It could be a project, it could just be yourself, it could just be you on your healing journey. But yeah, I'm getting that this growth is like just around the corner, or it's happening right now. And then we have the Seven of Wands. In this depiction, there's a woman, she's laying on a bed, and then there's two guards who are, looks like they're also sleeping. She's sleeping on her bed. With this card, I'm feeling that there's a protective force around you at this time, or that there's a need for a protective force around you at this time. It could be parts of yourself that you utilize to protect certain aspects of you or certain aspects of your creative project or creative endeavor, because it's important that outside forces do not influence it or do not tamper with the progression of it. Yeah, so this protection, it feels like it needs to be almost like a secretive, or at least hidden for now. It doesn't always have to be, but right now it's important that there's some secrecy or protection around it. The other card that came out was the Four of Cups. This is, again, very creative energy coming from here. There's a woman playing an older instrument, something akin to a guitar. But it's also the Cups card, so it's about the emotional realms. So this project, or this work that you're bringing into form, you're bringing into the physical reality, is something that's highly connected and interconnected with your creative self and your emotional self. And it feels emotionally fulfilling, but not just for yourself, but for other people. So this is it's a really, really important piece that you're doing, and that is amazing. I feel, yeah, there's a lot of excitement around it. But just to be cautious, to guard it right now. It's not ready to be out in the world. It needs to be tended to like a garden, like in the first card, tended to delicately and with a lot of intention and forethought. The other card is the Two of Cups. It was reversed, but as you can see, there's a man and what looks to be a mermaid, and they're embracing. So there's some heartache here, possibly a heartbreak. Um, yeah, some aspect of your heart or some aspect of your emotional realm has been grieving. It's going through a process of grief. It's very necessary for your growth and to get back into alignment with your purpose here, your divine path. It doesn't, it's not always easy. Um, and it's not hopeless. There's still a lot of hope in the realm of love. It feels. So I don't know if anything else will come out about that, but let's just see if there's more messages. So the Six of Pentacles. There's been the need for some help or some aid on the outside of you, and it's been given, it's been handed to you, or something is about to be given to you, some form of assistance or support or comfort that's really, really needed at this time, and it's really important to receive that. Sometimes it's really hard to receive. Sometimes it feels it could feel embarrassing, or it could feel what's the word that I'm thinking of? Embarrassing or a difficult. Just there could be a number of difficulties around receiving because maybe you haven't practiced receiving a lot in your life and you're more of a person that would like to give freely, but it is now your turn to receive, and it is going to allow a certain kind of nourishment and a certain kind of comfort that envelops you, that's going to really help propel you on the path that you're on right now, your path of destiny or in your path of alignment. What is working against you right now? The Ten of Cups, reversed. So if this card were upright, it would essentially be like success and like an overflowing of love and it's like a completion of the cycle of the emotions. So like a completely a it's not the wish fulfillment card. It's like after that, once the wish has been received or manifested, then there's like an overflowing of like abundance and love and connection and relationships. So it feels like there's a fear around this, that like you fear that this is not possible for you. And I'm here to say that it is. It very much is. And it may feel out of reach right now and distant, but it will come in. But a few adjustments or just like a dedication and a faith is needed. Some faith and hope that things can turn around and that they already have. It's already been set in motion. You might just not see it right now, and that's where faith comes in, and remembering that you can manifest what you desire, and as long as that manifestation is in alignment with your higher path and your higher calling, if it is, it's going to be extremely fulfilling and heartening. The other card that came out was the Four of Pentacles. I feel like this is what's working for you. So there's this stability. If you think of there's a bed and a princess. To me, this card is like the Princess and the Pea card, which has kind of two meanings for me. If we think of the bed and the four posters of the bed, it's this stability, the four corners or the four pillars that make up a building, or metaphorically make up your life and the path that you're on right now. So it feels like you have laid the foundations for stability and for a stable movement forward. Also, if we think about the princess and the pea, the princess is a highly sensitive being. She is able to feel the tiniest pea underneath many, many mattresses while she is sleeping, and that is the telltale sign that she is a princess. Um, and it's not a negative thing, it really is just that she has, um, she's ultra sensitive. She's ultra perceptive. She can feel the things that are almost imperceptible. So it's a type of deep intuition, a deep knowing, um, that I feel like is unfolding in your life right now. And it's okay to be ultra sensitive. It's okay to be the one that feels a lot or too much. Um, because when you are able to feel a lot, many, many like small things that other people might not be able to detect, it creates a better awareness of your surroundings, of your life, of the little things that are unfolding, of other people and their motives, their feelings. So essentially, it keeps you safe in life. Are there any other messages that need to come through right now? The Nine of Cups. Yeah, this is the wish fulfillment card. This is what I'm saying. This is so possible. It is, there's no need to feel worry or anxiety around the abundance coming in. It is, it will. It's already on the way if it isn't, if it hasn't already landed for you. And you just need to like stay on that creative path, stay with that creative fire. It at the beginning of the reading there was a lot of creative fiery energy, which we are near the beginning of the Chinese New Year right now, the fire horse. So I feel like it's that similar energy of fire, of like things really about to like pick up and start moving progressively faster and more and steadily too, with strength. Any more messages that need to come out that somebody could benefit from hearing? This card came out a little bit sideways. It's the Nine of Wands, sorry. And it's this woman, she's just walking at night. She's kind of peering off to the side. She's aware of her surroundings, but she's moving forward. She's very, very aware, very embodied in the world around her, and very perceptive. So this really connects with the Four of Pentacles, this like extrasensory ability. But this could even pertain to clairvoyance or psychic abilities. This could be something that you are practicing, something that you are strengthening in your life. And yeah, which like obviously is connected to the intuitive aspect of you, of ourselves. And just, this is just an encouragement to follow the components in your life, or like the synchronicities in your life that arise around that way of perceiving, like whether it's through a clairvoyant way of seeing or a psychic way or telepathic even, that those signs that you're receiving, or those messages that you're receiving, are very important for your path right now, and to really listen to those, really like lean into them, get close to them, get comfortable with them, and yeah, really important for your path, especially for your creative path, as that is the Nine of Wands. So again, connecting to that like creative energy, the creative fire, the creative force within all of us. The Nine of Swords. Okay, yeah, there's this in this depiction, there's again somebody sleeping, and there's this like ghoul or gremlin like creature sitting on the person's chest. This brings up images or thoughts of like a paralysis demon. So you are experiencing some troubling thoughts, possibly also when you're sleeping. So it could be nightmares, but essentially it's just your own thoughts that have like surrounded you and that have imprisoned you in some sort of negative thought pattern or an unhealthy thought pattern that is not serving you, and you're really being called to let the things die or let the things go that are not serving you anymore, including the thought patterns. That's a difficult thing to do. um, it's it's difficult. I totally resonate and I get that. um, but just a reminder of the Four of Pentacles that you have the stability in your life, or you're capable of creating stability in your life to kind of like banish certain ways of being or certain ways of thinking that are no longer serving you. You don't need them anymore. Yeah, like the swords, it's about like the mental or intellectual realms, and it feels like there's a lot of either clashing thoughts or just swirling thoughts or really dark thoughts. But I'm feeling that you are aware of this, that you're aware of the need to let them go or to shift those thoughts, the thought patterns, or to let them go entirely. So you're a really aware person, and like I feel like all of these things that I'm saying, you're already intuitively in touch with them, but this is just further confirmation, hopefully, for the right person. There was too many cards that were coming out. I just want to see if there are any other messages that need to surface. The Eight of Cups reversed. This is a man in a boat. He's going on a journey or coming back from a journey, but he is on the water, which is the emotional realms. The water represents the emotions. Yeah, there's like this hesitation or fear around moving in a certain direction, or um, going on a certain adventure or journey. And it doesn't have to be like a physical thing. It could just be like an entirely psychological or emotional journey. I guess going back to, yeah, the Two of Cups, just like grieving, the heartbreak. Or maybe there's even like you're lingering in it, like you're kind of not moving through it. You haven't put it down. It's still like very much present. You're still aware of it all, which is fine. Feel everything that you need to feel, but just, I guess, feel it so that it can pass through, or you can pass through. It can move through you. The only way out is through. And again, with the Nine of Swords, it feels like, again, like there's this pressure in your emotion or in your mental capacities or mental spaces, but it could require like a release of emotion to unburden yourself from those troubling thought patterns. It might not feel logical to feel through something that feels so mental. So you might need to like adopt a practice that can help you get into your body or get into your emotions, but don't think too much about it, because you can get caught up in your thoughts. The Eight of Wands in reverse. There's the moon in this card, and like a window with these intricate like circular patterns. It's like a trinity. Oh, and also the yin and yang symbol. Okay, and then there's these angelic beings moving upward and toward the window, or like beside the window. Again, with the yin and yang, it's going back to balance. Um, this is again a reminder that there is like a lot of protection. It could be angelic protection around you. Um, and it may help to remember that to return to a state of balance. You're not alone, even if it feels like you're alone physically in your world. Like maybe there's not a lot of people around you. Although that I did pull the card of support, like people supporting. So there, yes, but you might, I feel like maybe you're supported, but you don't necessarily feel you're supported in the physical realm, but maybe you don't feel as supported in the spiritual realms. But this is a reminder that you are, and to really trust that and really lean into that right now. I'm getting that maybe you need to practice a mantra, or a mantra has already come through to you, and to practice it and remember it. That can help build like a protective shield around you, and to just connect in whatever way feels appropriate or necessary for you with the angelic realms, or maybe with like the spiritual realms. It could be a like a past loved one. Oh, I just realized I pulled three nines. Three nines. Yeah, so there's this, it's like a cycle coming to a close. Yeah, three nines. Yeah, it's a big closing out of a cycle. So that's a really positive thing. And going, just a reminder of, again, this like fiery creative essence that it just feels like it's really a part of this, or really appropriate to this reading. Um, and that your emotional journey is highly interconnected with that creative journey, and that's a good thing. Like some people's creative works are so impactful because they are so highly connected to the emotions. I'm gonna leave the tarot cards at that. I'm gonna pull a few oracle cards. Okay, that was far too many. Whoa. These cards just really want to slip out today. Okay. The Sweat Lodge and the Rainbow. The Sweat Lodge was reversed. There's the Sweat Lodge is, a place, a practice that a lot of indigenous peoples would do, build a sweat lodge where they would go and make it really, really hot, like a sauna of sorts. And it's a type of ceremony. It's a ceremonial practice of connecting with the body, of strengthening the body, and of developing a discipline and control over the body and the senses. And it's like a purge. It's a type of purge. So it was reversed. It feels like there's again this hesitation, or just not really wanting to move through those emotions. And maybe something, maybe you could incorporate a ceremony of some kind. It doesn't have to be a sweat lodge. It could be, though. Finding like an indigenous group, or just going to a sauna yourself, or a steam room. The heat could be important for connecting with your creative essence and your creative fire. But yeah, just again, just a reminder to like really the need to sit with those aspects of you that are calling to you, that are calling out, that are like showing you, I guess, symptoms or like signs in the world that it needs attention. And on the other side of this is the rainbow. There's so much hope, and there's so much beauty, and there's so much peace around the corner, and you're getting through it. And it might feel difficult right now, but it is. You're so strong. You have so much strength for what you've experienced in your life. Like, I'm getting that you're a person that has experienced a lot of heartbreak, a lot of maybe betrayal, just a difficult journey through life. And it's, it's meant to strengthen you. You are as strong as you are because you have lived through what you've lived through. And there's so much hope and joy and abundance on the other side, and you've already experienced a lot of that in your life. And so just remember that and connect to that faith and that hope that it is coming and it's around the corner. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope somebody connected with this and that it was relevant and helpful, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.